Bonjour! My name is Abomination, welcome back to the FBL. This is the semifinals against VirtualShade, and they have a Murkrow that can terrestrialize on their team. How interesting is that? Cool, pretty cool, but they have... Okay, so a lot of their guys are physical. For the most part, kind of. We have a good mixture of both physical and special attackers. Terrestrial Storm, Earth Power. No Electivire is good. I wish I was Scarfante, I'll say that. But I'm gonna go ahead and lead with Throttwheels. That's what I was going to do. We have a lot of good options here. Dragapult is okay as a threat. If it's Dragon Dance, then that's something bad, kind of. But I think it's fine. Blue Ranger is going to be Gyarados straight up. I don't think they're staying in. We could easily Thunderbolt this Blue Ranger. It's going to be an Intimidate set. We are going to try to Calm Mind. He can't pivot, so he has to risk taking a Thunderbolt if he wants to stay in, which obviously we don't have, but Thunder Wave is fine because we have Rest. Unless we get fully paralyzed right here. That'll be the only sort of thing, but we don't. We get a Calm Mind off. How great is that, huh? So we need to not be screwed over by paralysis. We still have our Terra Shell. We're at +1. I think we just Terra Starstorm this. I think that's a fair choice. Terra Starstorm. They Waterfall. They could Paraflinch us, right? They got a long ways to go before they kill us, though. So that doesn't hurt. We get our first Terra Starstorm off. A lot of damage to Gyarados. It's going to have a Berry, Citrus. That I don't think that's going to save him from death. On this next turn, we're going to try to Terra Starstorm again. This Gyarados is pretty fast. If they switch to Dragapult, I think I'm going to push Rest. But I think they just try to Waterfall me. It's not that high of a chance that we get, like, prevented from moving. Not really. Yeah, they switch. They have two Ghost types. Chances are one of them's coming in here. Penny? What is Penny? Oh, it's gonna be actually the Iron Treads. And we get fully paralyzed. Okay. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We do have Earth Power, which at +1 is obviously going to do a lot of damage to this. But an Iron hit is going to be annoying, right? We're going to try the Earth Power first. Get rid of our Chestoberry, but they're going to have to take this. It does a lot of damage to this Iron Treads. Without our Berry, we are not going to be able to rest. We still could rest. I say we go for it. I say we rest. How about? Because if we rest, we could fight off sleep later on. I say we try to rest. The Earthquake. It's not going to be enough to kill us, and we get our rest off. And heal to full. We're going to burn Eternal Sleep here. The Earthquake and break our Terra Shell, but we're no longer paralyzed. Huh. That obviously doesn't do anything. One turn of sleep is gone. Let's go ahead and burn another one. They Ice Spinner us, actually. I'm not sure if they made a prediction or something, because that's not going to do anything, and then we just Terra Starstorm to kill us. I think that's right, correct, proper choice. If they switch to a ghost, that's unfortunate for us. But I think that should be fine. They just stay in an Earthquake. Obviously, we're very low right now. We should kill this with the Terra Starstorm. And Iron Treads is gone, which is very good. Although we are very weak, we are ready to be killed by a lot of things. Dead Ranger. It's going to be the Hisuian Typhlosion, actually. Now this is a Terra Captain as well. I'm not convinced to kill this outside of Focus Blast. I'm going to try to rest. If this does Calm Mind in front of us, we are fine because we have a Gudra. I'm going to try to rest. We're +1 special defense. Okay, that should kill us, Eruption. Yes, it does. So that probably tells me this thing is Scarf, right? Or some choice in some way, right? We could go into my Entei. I'm going to go into Entei. And use Eruption as well. If it's Scarf, it doesn't hurt us that much. If it stays in. And if it's Specs, then we're faster. So there's nothing that really wants to tank this hit. We're going to use Eruption. Good Shadow Ball. No, we're going to use Eruption. Just in case they go Murkrow. Eruption's fine. Yeah, they switch. Nothing wants to take this. Gyarados, even. Blue Ranger is going to be Gyarados. I don't think this thing takes two of them. That's not going to do anything, obviously. I know this isn't Scarf, and I know we're faster. We just Eruption again. And Gyarados is done for, so no Dragon Dance Gyarados to get in my way. Dragapult probably comes in here, maybe? Ranger. I just killed Blue Ranger. This is regular rock type Ranger. Chevalier should be fine, I think, against this. If it uses Swords Dance, we're fine. We are going to go with a Chevalier. If it's a Spikes set, it's also fine. There's a lot of things that are fine with this thing moving. This goes for an Ivy Cudgel. Is that a crit? No, it's not a crit. We're going to get our leftovers. Now we don't have anything faster in this. So do I want to U-turn? Or do I just want to roost? Because U-turn will obviously be super effective, and then I can just go into Muji-V and Terrastalize into a Steel type and Yeah, I will U-turn. They get rid of auto starters, it's fine. That does a lot of damage to this. We obviously switch out there. And we can go into Mujibi like I just said I wanted to. Terastallize and Coil, I think, is a good play. Because this thing can't hit us super effectively if we Terastallize into a Steel type. And if we Scale Shot, we're going to have to Scale Shot twice is the thing. I think maybe we just Scale Shot straight up, and then outspeed this. And then Earthquake. Perhaps, or we just coil, go Steel, coil, and then Scale Shot, make sure we can't miss the Scale Shot. I like that. We're gonna Terastallize, we're gonna go Steel. If they make a prediction here and hit us super effectively somehow this turn, that's really good for them. Do I foresee that? Not really. Because it's open Terra, right? Yeah, they just Horn Leech, which is not gonna hurt us. That's great news. They're gonna heal, obviously, but that's great news. We get our boosts, and we're gonna Scale Shot here. We're gonna try to Scale Shot. Yeah, I knew they were faster than us, actually. We're gonna get a Berry. I knew that. I knew they were faster. I don't know why that caught me off guard. It didn't boost my speed at all, but this is a +1 Scale Shot. I'm hoping we get enough hits that we can kill it with another Scale Shot. 3. Okay, we get 4 at least. No, don't kill it. Ah! Oh! Okay, we're gonna kill it straight up with a Scale Shot. That might be okay. But that means Dragon Bolt's gonna unfortunately outspeed us if it is speed boosting nature. Dead Ranger was Typhlosion, this has to be Scarf. Which means it's going to outspeed us 100%. So we're gonna have to not stay in here, and we're gonna have to let Chevalier die, I think. Actually. Unfortunately, we're just gonna let Chevalier die. And then we come in with Goodra and Dragon Pulse. We're not gonna risk, because this thing's most likely Scarf, so we're not gonna risk that. I wish we got 4 hits, not 5. Yes, they choose to use Eruption. And Chevalier obviously dies, that was the sack, that was obviously on purpose. Then we go into Goodra, Tenebeta, and we just Dragon Pulse. Straight up. If they stay in, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's not much they can do right now. We Dragon Pulse. They do switch. This has to be in a Murkrow. Quo. We're going to Quo. Murkrow, I've never seen this. Is cool. I've never seen Murkrow. I'm really interested to see how this goes. That tanks that. Murkrow tanks that. That tells me that's Assault Vest. It has to be Assault Vest, right? We're gonna go back into Mujibi, I think. I know this thing's slower than Entei. I think we just go Mujibi. Tenebeta blocks the Typhlosion, and Mujibi blocks, or sorry, and Senchacinta blocks the Dragapult. So we are gonna switch. If they are special set, whatever, it's fine. We're gonna find out. Let's see if they also Terastallize here. They Thunder Wave, then successfully hit us with that. So they are very defensive That wasn't an Assault Vest, that was just very specially offensive. So, we Thunder Fang. Yeah, we tried a Thunder Fang here. We could have ignored it with... Okay, they switch out. This is going to be into the Dragapult, unfortunately. But we could ignore... But that's going to be risky. What if we Scale Shot? No, this is going to be back to Typhlosion. Thunder Fang. Good damage to Typhlosion. We are going to get rid of the paralysis. We go Tenno Beta, we will ignore anything this thing does. There's no question. If he doubles, good on him, but honestly that's not gonna matter too much for us. This is good. This is really smart. This is they do not double. But it doesn't matter. If they Astral Parade, it won't matter. There's nothing we can do that will matter. Infernal Parade, that's what I meant. That does nothing, but unfortunately they get the burn here. Do we predict the switch? Or do we just Dragon Pulse again? I think we just Dragon Pulse again. There's no reason to play anything slow right now. I'm just going to Dragon Pulse again. They do Terrastalize. I forgot that was an option, but they are locked into Astral Parade right now. They go Water, which is fine with me. That won't change anything. Infernal Parade. I just said Astral. Infernal Parade. It does a lot of damage. Infernal Parade is actually going to bring us really low, but we should kill this. There's no reason not to Dragon Pulse again. They actually save this. And go back to Quo, the Murkrow. And actually with Roost, they can kind of ignore us here, but we can just go back to Mujibi here. And if they do Roost, we get a free turn to click something like Scale Shot or Coil, but Scale Shot would be better at this point. They Foul Play straight up, so they don't heal, unfortunately. They're probably going to kill us here. We're going to Thunder Wave. We actually outspeed this and kill it with a Thunder Fang, because it's a bulky set. And I said Thunder Wave. I meant Thunder Fang. That's good. Good news, we just outsped it. That's very good. Back to Typhlosion. Obviously, at this point, we just let Mujibi die. As we're going to try to Scale Shot here, but, you know, we're dead. This thing is Scarf. Infernal Parade's going to kill us. And then we just go into Goodra. And Dragon Pulse. We just go into Goodra and Dragon Pulse. There's this Typhlosion plus Dragapult remaining. And Dragon Pulse is the only move we ever need to push. The Infernal Parade. It's not gonna mean too much. There's a Dragon Pulse. It's gonna kill the Typhlosion. Now Dragapult has a lot of work to do. Hisuian Typhlosion is done. Now it's Dragapult. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how much this thing is going to matter when it comes. Lost Ranger. How is this going to fare against my entire team? If it Dragon Pulses, or if it Dragon Dances, sorry. This should be fine. It goes for Hex. And Tenno Beta dies to that. We go Senjacita here, obviously. And we Hyper Voice. They have Thunder Wave, not Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so they have a chance of winning still. They still have a chance. Because we can be fully paralyzed to death here. That is not a full paralysis. Oh, when we one-shot the Dragapult with Hyper Voice. For some reason I expected it to survive, but it did not survive. Well, that's going to be a clean 2-0 victory in the semifinals of the FBL. We're going to move on to the finals after I talk about this team. Well, yeah, good game. That was a good game. VirtualShade, very fast-paced. Neither of us really stopped. We kind of knew what we wanted to do. Terapagos with the Chesto Berry. Max HP. Decent amount of special attack. We are actually modest, even though it says hardy. We have a good amount of speed, but that's only just... A lot of us guys are kind of in the 90-ish speed range. So we kind of outspeed them if they don't put speed investment in. That's what that speed is for. And then we are physically defensive because... With the rest in defense, rather, because we have Calm Mind. And we can ignore special attacks anyway. So that was nice. It was a very good start with Terapagos. Entei just came in once and it roasted the Gyarados very easily with choice specs. Eruption. We are max speed. That is enough to outspeed Serendipity, which is base speed of 99. And then max special attack with, I think, 4 in special defense. Eruption, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp. It doesn't have much coverage on the special side, but Eruption is all I need. We both brought Eruption. Entei roasted Gyarados. Typhlosion roasted Terapagos. Chevalier was meant to stop, just get in the way of the Ogerpon Cornerstone, and that's exactly what he did. Just max HP, a lot of defense, rest in special defense. Brave Bird, U-turn, Roost, Defog. Very easy set. We didn't bring Rapid Spin on Terapagos for the first time all season, and we didn't have Chinchino with Tidy Up, so Defog there. Just in case they brought Spikes on Ogerpon, but that's it. Chevalier that was okay. We handled the Ogerpon, was able to U-turn on it, get some good damage, and retreat to New GB, which had a Citrus Berry, and max attack and enough speed to outspeed Dragapult at +1 if Dragapult is modest or adamant, or if it didn't boost its speed with its nature. Coil plus Scale Shot is really strong, and Earthquake was very strong against his team. The only thing that gets in the way is Murkrow and Gyarados, and neither of those want to take a Thunder Fang. And I didn't think Murkrow was going to show up, but it did. So good on Murkrow. We are Terra Steel, almost about Terra Electric, just so we can run Terra Blast. But then I realized, hey, we can just run Thunder Fang and run a more defensive type. And we did. Steel, which Steel was way better because it gets in the way of Ogerpon very, very easily. Tena Beta with the Assault Vest, we have almost max HP and almost max special defense, but we have no nature, neutral nature, rather. So, because we have Earthquake, and like I said, Earthquake's good against them. I didn't want to weaken Earthquake, and I didn't want to slow down, because I didn't want to slow down. Glaceon was on this team, and I didn't want to be slower than Glaceon, because last time we were slower than Glaceon, we lost a playoff game, which was the YCL. Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, we're just kind of there. Thunderbolt hits Gyarados, Ice Beam wastes, I forget what the Ice Beam was for. Oh, it's for Ogerpon, if I need to kill Ogerpon, or hit it super effectively. There's that. So Tena Beta was good, stop Typhlosion. And then finally Ascension Cinta, obviously, with the Rocky Helmet. If Dragapult is a pivoting set with U-turn, we can weaken it down with Rocky Helmet. We are very physically defensive. I think that's 84 HP and 84 special defense. And you see that's max defense with the Bold Nature, and the rest is special attack. We have Pixelate, we don't have any speed. We are Hyper Voice, Baton Pass, Wish, and Protect, which is another standard sort of set here. But Baton Pass is kind of unique for me. I don't really run Baton Pass. But that's going to be it. And that's another beautiful victory with this very bulky team. And we are going to move on to the finals. I do not know who we are facing, but that was a good game of VirtualShade. And I will see you guys in the next one, in the finals. Thank you for watching and listening. Smell you later.